Last week here on Robot Wars, Mortis perforated Leebot. And Recyclops licked Scrapper. But when the smoke settled, Recyclops had controversially eliminated all opposition to join Roadblock in our grand final. Tonight, one more robot will join them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who put scrap into metal, Jeremy Clarkson.
Amid reports that robot wars are now breaking out all over the world, the European Union, with the backing of the United Nations, today announced that it would do everything in its power to halt the spread of this vicious and vile disease. They would rather we did a programme on daffodils and bunny rabbits. But we're not going to. What we are going to do is get on with the Docklands Chainsaw Massacre and meet the 6 robots who tonight will compete for death or glory.
First, from the University of East London, Cruella.
It features computer-controlled regenerative braking and avoids wheel spin with Formula 1-inspired traction control. Cruella weighs in at 81.2 kilograms and boasts a top speed of 15 miles an hour.
From Borden in Hampshire, Plunderbird 1.
Powered by a custom-built 12-volt engine, Plunderbird 1 worships Jerry Anderson, travels at 7 miles an hour and carries a lethal array of interchangeable weapons pods, a deadly design.
From Edmonton, WYSIWYG.
Nippy, zippy, and altogether dippy. What you see is what you get with this robot. Weighing in at 10.8 kilograms, this lightweight entry may surprise us all with its amazing acceleration and magnificent maneuverability.
From Ipswich, Robot the Bruce.
Don't let the transparent bodywork fool you. There's more to this robot than meets the eye. With a top speed of 4 miles an hour and weighing in at 84.6 kilos, Robot the Bruce is one of tonight's heaviest contenders.
From London, Wedgehog.
Featuring a deadly pickaxe, this middleweight entry clocks a top speed of 4 miles an hour. Wedgehog runs off 2 9.6-volt domestic electric drills and weighs in with a power-packed 24 kilograms.
From Nuneaton, Dreadnaught.
Finally, the fiberglass-protected Dreadnaught runs off a 12-volt starter motor salvaged from a Morris Marina. At 5 miles an hour, not the fastest robot in the field, but certainly the heaviest, weighing in at 92.6 kilos. And what do you think about it all, Jeremy?
They look strong and menacing now, but one of them will be going home in a dustbin after our first event.
If they want the safe and, may I say, slightly boring route down the gauntlet tonight, our robots will choose the maze, but they've got to have a very good turning circle and lots of manoeuvrability. If they've got the ground clearance, they can choose the seesaw ramp and all the other ramps and bridges that dominate the middle of the course. If they've got enough aggression, then they will go to my left and be introduced to the horrific Shunt, complete with pickaxe on the back. If they make it past him, and that's really not likely, then they'll meet Dead Metal, complete with pincers ready to clamp any unsuspecting robots. So many choices, so little time.
So, if you go to the left, you get killed. If you go down the middle, you get stuck. And if you go to the right, it'll take a week. Rather you than me.
Roboteers, stand by.
The first to take on the gauntlet, Cruella, driven by Philip Martin, with Canesh Lingham and Martin Smith from the University of East London.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Cruella has the choice of 3 routes and immediately takes on the hardest, I would have thought, the house robot, Shunt. Philip Martin, the driver, plays solo euphonium in Tilbury Brass Band. Needs to blow his own trumpet a little bit here, because Shunt has him foxed and boxed.
This is Cruella. This is made by the Duelists, a team from the University of East London. And Cruella's designed to ram into the other robots and drive herself under them and flip them over. You can go through the metal things on
Philip Martin also likes to ride motorbikes, and he's driving Cruella through those silver skittles with the power of 2 Sinclair C5s, they tell me. Goodness gracious me. Not quick enough for Shunt, though. And Shunt and the axe has him on the spikes.
Activate robots.
Dear, what went wrong? What went wrong?
I thought that was good.
Well, it was good, except for the rather important thing that you didn't cross the finishing line.
We made good progress there.
And what did you think of his driving?
His driving is excellent. It's a very, very difficult robot he was up against there.
Excellent driving, apparently. Well, there we are. Well done, anyway. You've got some distance.
Cruella first to go and first on the leaderboard with 10.15 metres.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Dreadnaught team, Ken Feltwell and David Vowles, brothers-in-law, both work in design and technology.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And the Dreadnaught's greatest asset here, driven by the brothers-in-law Ken and David, could be its weight. It looks like a big slug.
Our team is Blade Runner, this is our machine Dreadnaught. It's a heavyweight robot, and our feature of attack is these forks at the front here, which are operated like this.
There's the strength of that Morris starter motor engine. Takes on dead metal. Now it needs to kick the pace. Stuck there, and the house robots close in. Good run! They're through all the way!
Oh, just for a minute, I thought you were going to get pushed all the way back.
I thought we were as well. I was a bit worried there, but we managed it. I was amazed. We did it.
Made it and you're through. Congratulations.
And there's confirmation. Dreadnought through, completing the course ahead of Cruella in second. Oh, but hang on a minute. What's this? Dreadnaught's blown some sort of a fuse. It's on fire. And this could be major, major trouble. They'll have to repair this quickly. Otherwise, they could be forced to retire. And that would give someone else a chance.
Well, we don't know. After we got through and stopped, we just saw the smoke coming out of it. Couldn't get the main switch to turn off, so we had to take the top off, and all the wire was smoking. Still a bit of excitement. Might need this.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Plunderbird 1 team, Mike Onslow, John Dilley and Brian Kilburn, whose ambition it is to meet the rock band Aerosmith.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And certainly the best-dressed gentleman on Robot Wars get us off and underway with Plunderbird 1. The weaponry could be deadly, but not against Shunt. On the grill, stuck against the pyramid. And they'll need some work to get out of there.
We are the International Rep crew. This is the Plunderbird 1. We've built the system around separate weapons pods. The first one has a battering ram with a laser-guided sight. The second pod has a circular saw which will flip out like this when it's operational and do some nice chopping up. We intend to kick some butt with this and be afraid there's a plunderstorm coming.
At the moment, Plunderbird, Blunderbird. 1, 2, in, out, and Plunderbird is being hacked and is on the rack.
And deactivate robots.
Now, beforehand you told me you were just going to barge them out the way.
Well, they're obviously a bit too heavy and we just didn't quite manage it. But we will be back and we will get them next time.
Maybe, but only 4.81 metres leaves Plunderbird vulnerable.
Guys, that was very nearly Plunderbirds are not go.
Yes, well, we really don't want to win by someone else's misfortune. And it doesn't make us happy to be through because someone else blew up, does it, guys? No.
Do you think it's likely that you can repair this for the next round? Otherwise, you're out and Plunderbird's in.
We're trying. We're going to do it. We're starting to work on it now.
Roboteers, stand by.
The WYSIWYG team, Michelle Wheely, a big football fan. She supports Arsenal.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So, come on, Michelle Wheely, one of our rare female volunteers. If she takes on the maze to the left there, that would be rare indeed. Very few do. Seems to me she's stuck on the ramp now with that low ground clearance. And I think Shunt is too, and that's very rare. That hasn't happened before.
This is my robot WYSIWYG, which basically stands for what you see is what you get. It's made out of wood, which means it's quite light, it can move quite fast. It's wedge-shaped, so it can hopefully tip up the other robots. But I think I'm going to have to stay out of the way of the house robots.
And still they remain stuck. Dead Metal's going in to give them a bit of a shunt behind Shunt itself. Now what you see is a young woman driver, and what you get... right. Come on, Michelle. Let's get it right. Take on that fence. Go on. Go on. No, Michelle, you're supposed to go round it.
And deactivate robots.
Dear me, now What on earth happened there?
It was a slaughter.
It was a slaughter, except you actually managed to get a house robot stuck, which is an all-time first.
Yeah, I feel pretty good, actually.
OK, well, you managed to go the wrong way, but nevertheless some way.
And what we see is what she's got. Triumph. Well done, Michelle and WYSIWYG. She's through. Plunderbird are nervy, but they still could go through if Dreadnaught is ruled out.
You still don't know yet. You must be keeping your fingers crossed secretly.
Secretly, we do a lot of things, but we couldn't tell you that.